So the young lady called Vallejo police and told them that she was being stalked, that Weirdo was leaving videos at her door and peering through her windows. Weirdo was then arrested and charged. And because we were good friends at the time, or supposed to be, he asked would I speak to his character and let the police know that we would hang out all the time, and he had reason to actually be in the apartment complex. Now, mind you, he or I or any of my other neighbors that I spoke to regularly were even familiar with the young lady, so I didn't even know who she was at the time. So due to character witnesses and lack of evidence, Weirdo was released and the charges were dropped. Now keep in mind, Weirdo and T was at my house pretty much daily. So if an entire day went by and I didn't see him, something was clearly wrong. So fast forward to November. Weirdo is missing for about 3 or 4 days, and none of us have heard from him. During that time, a young lady, a teenage girl, was found raped and murdered 1 city over. When Weirdo shows up, he's nervous and jittery, and he tells me that he was at the police station all that time being interrogated for a crime that he knew nothing about. Now, at the time, none of us equated what happened to the young lady to him at all because we had no reason to. So that night we ended up hanging out and watching a movie or something and actually talking about what happened to the young lady and how terrible it was. And he agreed that it was really bad. So about spring of the following year, I moved away and I lost contact with T and Weirdo. I hadn't spoken to Weirdo in about a year, and I actually caught up with him, and we talked a while and exchanged numbers, and I went about my way. So about a week goes by, and Weirdo calls me, basically trying to bully me into coming and hanging out with him. He's kicking it somewhere with one of his guy friends from back in the day, and he wanted me to come hang out with the two of them. I told him that I was busy, I had a lot going on, and I wouldn't be able to make it. He didn't like that. He began cursing me out and telling me I'm not a real friend. If I was his friend, I would come and hang out, blah, blah, blah. So I hung up the phone in his face. I then called one of my girlfriends, and I told her how he was speaking to me, and she's like, Ned, if you don't feel good about going, don't go. And I said, yeah, I'm not going. So I hang up the phone. The next day, the phone rings again, and this time, it's a detective. Detective Lacey of Napa County. There's going to be a part 3. Stay tuned for the finale, y'all. Bye.